Hey, it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're zooming in and focusing in on really a very common experience, and that is really what I'm calling the a danger emotionally that a relationship with a malignant narcissist or a psychopath can create a very dangerous dynamic. Not only destructive to you personally, financially, emotionally, physically. Your time can be quite absorbed in try to resolve things, recover from bites, recover financially, recover personally in terms of your life vision, your life purpose, your happiness. Life becomes a really sort of a dangerous escapade or roller coaster with a malignant narcissist or a psychopath, particularly if you are involved in a lot of reactory behavior with this type of individual. And when I mean reactory, I really mean out of control. If you find that you're lashing out, you're jumping out, it's not a playful spontaneity, but it is a spontaneity or a reactive, compulsive sort of lashing out, almost as if you were to take a starving person and show them a slice of bread where they're grabbing at it and they'll do whatever, they need to do to keep that sustenance alive. And so your emotional sustenance becomes starved. Starved for the positive, starved for respect, starved for positive validation, starved for approval, starved for truth. And so this can become very dangerous when we talk about people entering into a hazard zone with these types of people, because they tend to be very provocative or provoking or triggering one another. So you get into this sort of trigger dynamic where it is not a positive. One is lashing out in terms of insults, derogatory statements, and not in sort of playful nature, but one that is hurtful in nature. And, there is a fine line, but there's also a pretty bold line when it comes to joking, sarcasm, and then sort of, real incendiary, derogatory, real sort of jab, sort of knife pointed behavior or comments that can be very hurtful. And, and so really each person really experienced this whole spectrum of hurt versus play. And it's very important to know where you are sensitive, where you draw the line, where you cross the line, and where this individual draws the line or doesn't draw the line whatsoever, which is oftentimes the danger, or where you need to basically let them know where your boundaries are. And it is sort of this, blurring of boundaries, which can become quite the issue towards keeping yourself safe or knowing that you can enforce what is emotionally safe for you. And so if it has been, life disruptive, it has changed your life, you're now involved in, with the police, you're now involved with the courts, you're now involved with fines, you're now involved with court dates, then you will know that you are in the danger zone. Basically, things have gone too far. You have let this get the best of you. You have now entered you've now crossed over into really a danger zone with these people. And you have to look at really the danger that they present when we come to, gaslighting, brainwashing, writing the score, sort of, you get into a toggle or a play of who's right, who's wrong. And, the malignant narcissist or psychopath, based on their neural networks, they really, don't oftentimes feel that they have committed any wrongs. Especially in the psychopathic nature, they don't really sort of tend to learn from their hurtful behavior. So if you're looking for a discussion with them and trying to come to closure and, change for the future, it is not going to happen. They don't have the neural wiring to be able to learn, to say, okay, that was hurtful. I can change for the better, and we will have a peachy keen life moving forward. You know, don't fool yourself and don't let them fool you, because they don't have the neural wiring to be able to make those learning adjustments and treat you well, treat you with respect, observing the law, observing social norms, following instructions. They are, it's not the, suddenly then you realize that the bad boy or bad girl is not so attractive. Life with them is not so alluring. The chaos leads into danger and it becomes unsafe. Unsafe if it's, definitely pulling out the worst of you. You're getting into a lot of tangles, yelling. You're just really in a dire, unhappy situation. So you need to pull back. You need to erect those boundaries around yourself and get that internal locus of control going where you can get safe. And safety for you might begin with peace and quiet. It might just begin with having your own personal space. It might begin with you, focusing on your wants, your needs, your desires, and becoming autonomous on your own. So it might begin at very simple stages. You might need to regress or sort of, go back a little bit before you can move forward. But realize that oftentimes entering this danger zone is where a malignant narcissist or a psychopath will take you in order to get the upper hand, in order to get the upper emotional hand, and then lay you waste, or lay you helpless so that you feel defenseless, and then you're still trying to, stay within that danger zone. So if it has crossed the line, give yourself the commitment and the seriousness to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm no longer entering this emotional danger zone with this individual. I am stopping it now, and I'm giving myself what I need, which is oftentimes safety, emotional sobriety, just coming into a very independent, it might feel lonely, or it might feel like I don't deserve to have this, but you might need to regress. You might need to just come to terms with your own personal space, your own personal peace and quiet, and really sort of get some stability there, and then design and look forward and make some choices for your life that are more safe and secure versus always into the high risk, the high danger lifestyle and energetic vibration that is incurred with a relationship with a malignant narcissist or a psychopath. See if you can observe this and see if you can make choices that are into the realm of safety and security. And even this doesn't feel so exciting, even if it seems somewhat boring. I think the solid foundation there will serve you moving forward for a lifelong of healing. It is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.